It's Sydney G here, back to talk about some shit that I just want to talk about. Be sure you like, comment, subscribe, and all the good shit to this video. So this video is gonna be about a stupid girl. Okay, stupid girl. Her name is K.Michelle, and I'm really annoyed to say she's also a Pisces, like me. But she said some dumb shit, about how men crying is all wrong, and she just don't feel right if the man is crying and all this shit. So she, talking about how she feels like she don't feel protected if a man cries. Okay, and actually, this is my comment right here. I said this is why men are vulnerable with us. So y'all, I want to really dig into this because this is a subject that always irks me about women. So let me just speak to the men right now, real quick. If these are the type of women that you've been running into that have traumatized you, I empathize. Okay, because I do feel like there is a sector of Black women who are the reason why men don't like us. I understand completely. There is a sector of Black women who are stupid, just refuse to take any accountability, who are just mentally and emotionally challenged, who stink, who are just the epitome of everything that we don't want the people to think that we are. It exists. Okay? Now, I'm not speaking on K.Michelle's entire person with this. I'm very good at compartmentalizing things. On the subject of her and how she views masculine vulnerability, that's the part that we're talking about right now. And the reason why this subject really gets under my skin is because I've always been the girl that never wanted the and the chest never called me king, clown, lion, cry. My mom and my sister and my daddy always down and said to me, I ain't crying, nigga. I ain't crying, nigga. My kids died in front of me and I broke my big toe. I ain't crying, niggas don't cry, nigga. We G's don't cry, nigga. I don't do it. Then that has always, even before I understood emotional intelligence, I always knew that was just whack. Even in fucking high school, I always knew that something about that wasn't real. That something about that wasn't right. That's just not my kind of man. I always knew that. It's not sexy to me when a nigga can't express his emotions. I've always felt honored when a man displays his vulnerability to me in any way, form, or fashion, whether it be telling me that he loved me, telling me that he missed me, telling me that I hurt his feelings, telling me that I upset him, telling me, or crying about something. I mean, I definitely have always treasured and valued that. And I've always hated when women did that. And I don't know much about the Chinese culture, what everybody's doing, but I do know in the Black culture, there is a sector of women who absolutely make it so difficult for women like me who love a vulnerable man. Y'all will just fuck up everything. Y'all the same ones calling everybody gay. A man who moaned too loud. He moaned too loud. He's gay. He told me he loved me. That's feminine. That's you. Okay? Y'all are the ones that would agree with K.Michelle. I'm talking to you. If you agree with the fact that a man displaying vulnerability, crying, means that he is somehow less of a man, you're an idiot. Now, we've all seen that movie. That's the movie with Brendan Fraser. Goddamn. Bedazzled, where he turned into the sunset coming up. He crying, the bird fly. He's the bird. The ocean. You turn the air conditioning on. Okay, we're not talking about that. That would be annoying. That would be annoying. But if a man has a valid reason to cry, if he is trying to process some trauma, if his feelings are simply hurt, if he is upset and he cries, that is called him being a human being. This is such a problematic issue. Okay? It's very problematic for so many reasons. All right? We need to blame. I think maybe it starts with it. The black men who are telling their sons not to cry probably was traumatized by K.Michelle. And so you have these men who, since they can't cry, they punch things. Most of the time, they punch women. I'd rather cry a nigga than Ike Turner. But no. But y'all would probably respect him more, right? Because he's masculine. Instead of crying, Ike Turner punched the fuck out of Tina. That's what he did. That's what he did. That's what happened. Do you understand that? Do you understand the psychological effects that go on when you cannot cry? And this is so stupid. Humans cry. Let me break it down for the K.Michelle's. Humans cry when things hurt or things upset them. They cry. Yeah. And guess what? It's normal. So you K.Michelle's out there. This is how y'all sound. I was with my man and he got hungry. His stomach was growling. And I said, I mean, I just start protecting. I mean, why did your stomach growling? I mean, I know you haven't eaten all day, all week, but I mean, you're not supposed to, your stomach not supposed to growl like nah. That's not how we get down. I had to find me another man because the men I like, their stomach ain't growl when they get hungry. World, that's you. That's you. That's exactly how dumb you sound. And I resent that. And I hate that. Because not a lot of my life, I've been wanting men to be vulnerable, and it's just such trauma. So, black women, this is a you thing. It's a you thing. Okay? And black men who teach the other men that, yes, this is your problem too, but we're talking about the woman who said it. How do you feel like the man because your man cries? Again, if this nigga cries because the air conditioning came on and he got a chill and now he need to cry, okay, we get it. It is a such thing as doing, we can overdo anything. But I'm assuming it is in a normal situation, a loss. Him maybe remembering or trying to process some type of healing. When maybe he's an ayahuasca doing the work. You know what I'm saying? I did not think Will Smith crying at the Oscars was weak. I don't know. I love to see men cry. It opens up that maternal thing within me that just makes me want to call them and to love them and to support them and to uplift them and to help do what I can. I'm not a professional, but to do what I can to ease his healing process alone. You encourage that kind of vulnerability because it's not just crying. Because if the dude can't cry, it's going to be difficult for him to tell you, okay, that he was hurt or upset. So instead of communicating that, to go out and cheat, do crack rock, whatever the fuck it is, not being able to express the feelings authentically, one implodes, and we've seen that. That's like common fucking sense. But on this particular subject, K.Michelle, I'm going to talk about you with this subject. I don't know nothing about nothing else. Shit. But on this subject, because I could agree with you tomorrow about something else you say, but on this subject, I know you said you're working on it, but hopefully this video helps you get a little further along with it. You are the problem. You are the problem. And you wonder why. I just need a man to love me and to be soft with me and to share me his feelings. You don't want that, bitch. You want Bane from Batman. That's what you want. You want a muscular motherfucker beating his chest, okay? Beating his motherfucking chest and acting like nothing don't hurt. And it's just you. And so women, another thing we need to do right now in this second is give thanks for the social norm and the social leniency and the social freedom that we have to display our emotions openly. Because you don't know what it's like to be in a world where you're not allowed to cry, be hurt, or be vulnerable about nothing. We don't know that life. And I'm going to talk about a bunch of shit on this channel. It's other situations where it's the opposite. Men don't understand this, but on this subject, I empathize. Black men or men in general, whoever you are, I want you to feel me. I'm going to look in the camera. So I'll be looking at myself. I'm looking at the camera. I empathize with you. And I love your vulnerability. You are human. You are allowed to be vulnerable. And if you are with a woman who is making you feel a way about your vulnerability, she is probably She's going to be one of your best teachers because she's going to teach you how to grow and how to evolve, but she probably is not healthy for you. You'll see it whenever you're ready to see it. Now, let me put a caveat in there. Your woman is also not your therapist. I do think a lot of your crying needs to be with your therapist, with your coach. But at the same time, it's inevitable to be with someone and not have the moments where you need to break down. And if you do break down or you do need to do that, it needs to be a safe space. Men, you deserve a safe space too. Women are the only motherfuckers that need to feel safe. Because if men don't feel safe, they're popping your motherfucking ass. They are cheating, being disrespectful, and they're not communicating properly. Without the comfort zone to communicate properly, proper communication can't happen. And without proper communication, nothing works. And that's why you get a lot of these issues that men have. Black women kill me. Well, why didn't you tell me how you got about it? Because, bitch, every time I tell you something, you say I'm gay. Well, exactly. Females out here, get out of this weird ass shit, okay? A man being vulnerable, even if it's moaning during sex. Sometimes I feel like I'm like talking to remedial children in the 1700s on basic human things, but I'll do it because it's the time where we have to talk about basic shit. Yeah. Let's imagine a world where both men and women are allowed to be vulnerable and supported in that vulnerability. Okay? And imagine how much smoother things would be. But I will say, men who are being vulnerable and it's not being received well because of stupid women like K.Michelle, that's probably due to some mommy issues that you manifested. You know what I'm saying? So just continue to do the work. I just want you to keep doing the work. Cry if you need to. Vent if you need to. Seek a therapist. Shop for the right therapist. Please do that, But at the same time, I still do think it is still a portion of your vulnerability that you should be able to share with your partner. It's both. It's kind of like, it's both. I mean, I don't, as a woman, I do, as someone who's emotionally intelligent, I understand it is my job to get my shit together. I get that. I understand that we have therapists. I have a therapist. I have a coach, Dr. Lori, whose job is to get me together. But I can't be in a relationship with a man who I can't also do the healing with. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work like that. So I want to say to the men who are out there who are in touch with their feelings, that's why I love Kevin Gates. Yeah, Kevin Gates goes over all y'all head because most of y'all are basic ass K.Michelle's. So I feel like men like that have a special place in my heart, and that's the man I'm going to end up with. A man who is vulnerable. If it hurts me, one of the most sexiest things a man can say is that hurt my feelings, or that hurt, or I feel a way about that, and to let some tears out. I've literally been with men who've cried and it just made me love them more. That's who I am. I just want to love you more. I'm not talking about no crime, manipulative shit. No, I'm talking about someone who authentically shed a tear. I will never forget. It was in Medellin, Colombia, 2 different times. I was just expressing my feelings to this dude that I was dating because he meant a lot to me. I lived with him. He was a Black Canadian. And I was just telling him, I like living with you. I've never lived with a man before, but you really make me so excited to get up every day because I know that you're here. Like I was expressing genuine appreciation to him. And it struck a chord and he let out a tear. Do you think that I was, oh yeah, no, get him out of here, get him, RuPaul? Get RuPaul out of here. Don't show me you feel me. No. I sucked his dick very good after that. Very good. So, the takeaway is, the K.Michelle's of the world, grow the fuck up. Quickly. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot say, I want a man to openly express his emotions and then shame him when he does, and then you can have any type of peace. Okay? You either want a robot or you want a human. If you don't want a robot, then stop trying to have men act like they a fucking robot. Okay? Stupid ass motherfuckers. Anyway, this City G. Subscribe, do what you're gonna do. Follow me, because I am the breakout social media star of 2024. Love y'all so much. Peace.